Okay, this is Harold's Prog Rock Show part 16, entirely dedicated to Van der Graaf Generator, the famous prog rock band. This one is the first album, The Air is Still Grey Machine. The band is starting up all things. We go to the second album. The second album is The Least We Can Do Is Wave to Each Other. It's a very good album. I really like it. I can recommend this one. This is the first very good Van der Graaf Generator album. Then we go to H2He Who Am the Only One. This album is with Peter Hamill on vocals and guitar and piano, Hugh Banton on keyboards and bass, Guy Evans on drums and Dave Jackson on saxophone. Here you see the band. H2E Who Am the Only One. A very good album, real classic. On this album we have Killer. Killer is always in the live set from Van der Graaf Generator. Then we go to the best album Van der Graaf Generator has ever made. The album is called Pawn Hearts. It's from 1971. It was actually #1 in the Italian album sales in the beginning of 1972. The album is from the end of 1971. On this album we have Lemmings, Man Urk. Man Urk is, in my opinion, the best song they've ever made, 10 minutes long, and A Plague of Lighthouse Keepers. That's an epic from 23 minutes, and A Plague of Lighthouse Keepers is really, really good. This is a fantastic album. If you start with Van der Graaf Generator, you have to start with this one from 1971, Pawn Hearts. The artwork is from Paul Whitehead, who also did the Genesis covers Trespass, Nursery Crime and Foxtrot. And he did also La Orme with Smog Magica. That's an Italian prog rock band. Okay, we go to Godbluff. Godbluff from 1975 is also a real classic. On this album we have The Undercover Man, Scorched Earth, Arrow and the Sleepwalkers. A real classic, a good album. Then we have Still Life, also a classic, a good album. I can recommend the album. Here you see the guys in the band. Still Life, 1976. Okay, then we have World Record. On World Record there's one long song. The song is called Murglies 3, the Songwriters Guild. And Wandering is a good track from 6 minutes long. And Wandering is very good, very emotional. A great song. Many times in live set. Wandering. And we go to the Quiet Zone, the Pleasure Dome. Also a good album. And the band now is called Van der Graaf instead of Van der Graaf Generator. Then we have a comeback album, 2005, Present, studio album with the 4 guys from the 70s. Then we have a live album, Real Time, a double disc, interesting album from the 2005 live tour. I've seen this tour in the Melkweg in Amsterdam, and there was a great concert. Then we have 3 Sector. Dave Jackson is out of the band. We have only 3 members going on. 3 Sector is a nice album. Then we have a Grounding in Numbers. I think this is not a really great album. Sorry. And then we have Do Not Disturb. Some reasonable songs, but the whole thing is not that good. The last Van der Graaf Generator studio album. Okay, then we have the live DVD, God Bless Live 1975 in Charleroi. It's a really great concert. And on this DVD we have also the Pawn Hearts show from 1971 with Theme 1, that's a B-side, and the Plague of Lighthouse Keepers, 23 minutes long. There's also a 2005 Rock Palace show, which is very good. The coming back of Van der Graaf Generator, the Rock Palace 2005 concert on DVD. It's also on YouTube. Then we have the 2007 Paradiso concert with 3 members of Van der Graaf Generator. I've been to this live show in Amsterdam in the Paradiso in 2007, and on this album we have Peter Hamel, Guy Evans and Hugh Banton. It's a really great show. Okay, then we go to the vinyl collection. This is the first one, the Aerosol Grey Machine on the Fontana label. Then we have the second one, The Least We Can Do Is Wave to Each Other. It's a gatefold. I will show the gatefold. The second album, The Least We Can Do Is Wave to Each Other. Then we see a very young band. Also Nick Potter in the band on bass. Then we have H2E Who I'm the Only One with a Paul Whitehead cover. Great album with Killer. Then we have the best album ever made, Pawn Hearts. It's a gatefold. Paul Whitehead artwork. Paul Whitehead. Pawn Hearts. A great album, the best album ever made by Van der Graaf Generator. Then we have a solo album from Peter Hamel. It's called In Camera, and on this album all members of Van der Graaf Generator are playing. So it's in fact the Van der Graaf Generator album. In Camera is a very good solo album from Peter Hamel. And I have another one, The Silent Corner and the Empty Stage, also from Peter Hamel. Also a solo album, but as told before, the whole Van der Graaf Generator band, all members are playing on this album. The Silent Corner and the Empty Stage. That's the best album Peter Hamel has ever made. It's a real classic. I can recommend this one. The Silent Corner and the Empty Stage. And we go to God Bless, a good one, a classic. Still Live, also a classic. With the members in the band and all lyrics. A world record, a very nice sleeve. The Quiet Zone, the Pleasure Dome, Van der Graaf. Nice album. The live album, Vital. It's a double live album. Vital, Van der Graaf live. It's a marquee in London. Okay, that was Harold's Prog Rock Show part 16, entirely dedicated to Van der Graaf Generator, the famous prog rock band. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a like beneath this video. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.